guys, it's your girl Allison here, and I know it's been a while since I've uploaded any YouTube videos lately, and it's because I've had a lot of stuff going on, and still kind of do here and there, and yeah, plus it's hard for me to come up with good content for my channel, and make any good content. But now I have decided to do both vlogs and narrations of stories that I've written. And yeah, and this one I got right here is basically inspired by something that almost happened to me last month. For those of you who don't know, last month I was almost hit by a car while I was on a walk. And yeah, and how that went is basically that I was just sitting on this guardrail by my old bus stop in my neighborhood. And I could see that this car was coming at and towards me, and I could see that the driver, she was looking down like this to look for something, and she just basically just drove almost into me and didn't even freaking care. And I managed to get out of the way as best as I could to make sure I didn't get hit. And I was so mad. I couldn't even finish the walk. I was like, F this shit. I'm going home. I'm so mad. I'm so done with the world. Blah, blah, blah. And just, yeah, I was so mad. I was so mad. I was just thinking so many negative thoughts of what I could do to the driver that almost became my murderer. But then I saw, let's calm down and maybe try some writing as, as a way to cope with what just happened. So that's when I came up with the idea to write a horror story about it, which I have here in my possession. And I'm going to read it to you today. And after this video, I might try to make a blooper reel too. So, yeah, without further ado, let's get to it. I did try to, make a video of this, just a moment ago, but I got interrupted by a stupid phone call. So, I'm hoping and praying to God that there won't be any more interruptions. I hate it when people interrupt me that bad. It's they desperately need to talk to me, right now. And I'm like, no, busy, take a hint. So, if anyone tries to call me, they're gonna have to wait. Because I'm trying to do something, and they can't wait. Well, boo fucking who. Alright, sorry. Just a little grouchy right now. Because I'm still kind of on edge from all the things that are going on right now. Which I will do a video about, later this week. So, yeah. Let's get on with the story. And it's called, I Didn't Know I Was Dead. It was a cool Friday night, and I was on one of my late night walks. The wind felt chilly as it blew through my jacket and made me shiver a little. The night was partially quiet, as there was the sound of crickets chirping about. The sky was clear and riddled with bright stars and a large, bright moon. The night has never felt so peaceful. Suddenly, I saw a couple of headlights of a car coming towards my direction. The lights were bright and blinding as they came barreling towards me. I didn't have enough time to jump out of the way, as I could feel the car smack right into me, causing me to roll on top of the roof of the vehicle and land onto the cold, hard pavement. As I lay there on the ground, choking on my own blood and gasping for air, I could hear the car speed off into the distance without a care. I tried to lift my head up to see if the rest of my body was injured, but I could only wince as I felt sharp pain shoot through my entire being, which made me put my head back down onto the ground. It was then that I started to feel my eyelids grow heavy and begin to close. Once my eyes had closed, I could feel the world around me fade away as I began to drift out of consciousness. Then, darkness overtook me. When I came to, I found that the night had grown foggy, and all of the sounds that I've heard before had grown silent. I slowly got up onto my feet to find nary a scratch on my person. Could I have survived the accident? With a disinterest to continue my nightly stroll, I decided to turn around and head home. As I began my trek home, I started to get the sensation that someone was following me. I looked over my left shoulder to find this hooded figure following close behind me. Who was this guy, a serial killer? I turned my attention back to the path ahead of me and quickened my pace. When I looked over my shoulder again, I noticed that the figure had too quickened his pace. This time he was a little more close behind me. What was this guy's problem? Why was he following me? What did he want from me? I turned my gaze back to the path ahead and began to break off into a run. And I didn't stop running until I reached my house. Once I got to my house, I bursted through my front door, slammed it shut, and locked it. After I did that, I put my back against the door and slumped down onto the floor in a breathless heap of relief. As soon as I was able to catch my breath, I got up off of the floor to check myself in the mirror. When I went to look in the mirror, I've noticed that it didn't have a reflection. What? How the fuck is this possible? I said to myself in disbelief. I'm sorry, I just heard the floor creak back there. Weird. Suddenly, the knob to the front door began to rattle uncontrollably till the door busted open to reveal the hooded figure who had been chasing me on my way back to my house. I backed up against the wall and fearfully cried out, "What do you want from me?" The hooded figure stepped into my house and spoke in a deep, gravelly voice that sounded almost demonic. "Clark, Kansas, you're coming with me." "Who are you? And why should I go anywhere with you?" I asked timidly. The hooded figure grabbed the back of his hood and pulled it down to reveal his skeletal head. "No! It can't be!" I cried in complete and utter shock. How could this be? People will only see death if they had died. Now it all makes sense. I never survived getting hit by that car like I thought I had. I had actually died in the accident. All the events that were depicted in this story have been my final moments alive, leading up to now, as I've been writing this from the afterlife the whole time. My name is Clark, Kansas. This was the story of how I got hit by a car and died. The end. Quite the spooky tale, huh? I think it's one of my best works. And it's basically like, I was also inspired by not just my recent brush with death, but also like by this, in the movie The Sixth Sense, and a tale from the book Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. The story Something Was Wrong. Those two have also been my biggest inspiration for the story too. So yeah. Hope you like it, and sorry I got a little stuttery there. It's my first time narrating a story onto my YouTube channel. But I think over time I'll get better and, stutter a little less. But who knows? Who knows? But yeah. This is your girl Allison, showing y'all some love. Feel free to subscribe, comment, rate. Follow me on Instagram at NightmareKitty2018. And, yeah. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!